Hello my friends, 3KO Games here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video. We've got a brand new summon portal today, featuring the Mahayodda family, of which we've seen Bhima and Chitrangadam before. Now we have its own summon portal here with 4 new heroes, 2 5-stars, a 4-star, and a 3-star. So let's go in and talk about these heroes. Starting with a 5-star yellow wizard, Ustad Anand, running at 1256 team power. I think, of course, that is the highest in the game. That might be jumping up by a couple instead of just by 1. It is a little bit higher on defense and health. So we got 1268 attack, 1324 defense, and 2263 on health. If you double limit break him, he gets the counter attack ether talent. And then let's look over to the left at family bonuses and passive skills. The Mahayodda family gets growth in attack and defense every turn. And it goes up for 1, 2, or 3 heroes of this family, 100, 110, or 120 every turn. That can rack up very quickly. Eventually it will stop. Minimum of 30% and max of 170% of their original values. So there's that. We have this passive skill. When this character receives special direct damage from special skills, normal attacks, they receive a small amount of mana, maximum of 10% mana gained per turn. So every time you try to take these guys out, they're going to get closer to just firing their special skill. Pretty crazy. Finally, this character does 150% extra damage to minions and mega minions. Or just 150% damage to minions and mega minions. Okay, let's take a look at this special skill called Ceremonial Qatar. Average speed, 355% damage to all enemies. That's pretty good at average speed. Growth boon of 2 times extra damage for each point of modified attack. So that's growth on attack. It goes up to a maximum of 800 additional extra damage. Status effects affecting damage dealt do affect the extra damage. Defense stat does not affect the extra damage, and status effects affecting attack do not affect extra damage. Okay, so that's a lot to think about. His basic, every turn he gets more attack. That'll help. You can also do status effects that affect damage dealt, and that will affect how much growth boon, how much extra damage you do. Okay. All enemies get 34% mana generation down for 4 turns. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 4 turns. All right, at average speed, this guy's really strong. Crazy strong. Wow. Okay. Let's just jump into the next guy, who's a 5-star green monk, so we get the chance to resist status effects. Also sitting slightly higher on defense than on offense. All of Bonga's family skills, passive skills are the same. He gets a special armor, 40% defense against special skills for the first 6 turns. And his special skill is Tokri of Resources Slow Speed, 415% damage to all enemies, 2 times extra damage. Tokri minion for each ally with 27% HP, 22% attack. And each time a Tokri minion hits an enemy, it steals a random dispellable buff from the enemy and gives it to its owner. That's pretty nice. I think comparing this average speed to this slow speed, like your bang for your buck, at average speed, this guy's incredible. At slow speed, this guy's pretty good. The increase from average to slow doesn't make this guy overwhelming. But Ustad Anand is pretty overwhelmingly good. Quick here through Rafeeq. 4-star Blade of Betrayal. 300% damage to the target, plus growth boon of 1 time extra damage for each point of modified attack. And then the target is immune to new status effect buffs for 3 turns. Likewise, now, like comparing 5-star to 4-star, of course the stats are lower. But man, that special skill is pretty underwhelming here. Just hitting 1 for 300% damage. And it's immune to new status effect buffs. That's not a lot of damage, even with the growth boon. I mean, whatever, it's nice to have a new 4-star, but that guy doesn't do a lot. And here's Ali finally. Marble Frenzy at fast speed, 235% damage to the target. 1 time extra damage for each point of modified attack, and the target gets 44% mana generation down for 3 turns. Likewise again, 235% damage to 1. Even with the growth boon, it's just, I know it's fast speed, but that sure is not a lot. Also, yeah, new 3-star, that's fun, and slightly higher stats than other 3-stars, so yeah, go ahead. But like that special skill for the 4 and 3-star really are not very good. So SG has done something right here. In offering this brand new portal, they also just gave everybody a couple free pulls. Thank you. Appreciate that. What they didn't do right here, though, is when you're offering new summon portals, give us an event to earn some pulls. We want to see these characters in action. We want to be able to earn some pulls that aren't just, please buy this. No event, just chance to spend money. So come on, you know what we want. Make that happen in the future. All right, I've got some superstition to do. There's a 2-star troop, so let's see what happens with these 2 free pulls. If anything fun happens here. Oberon, by the way, the odds are 0.5% for a legendary event hero, 0.4% for a legendary featured hero. Not so good. 1.6% chance for just a random other legendary hero, which is going to include like season 1. Ugh. All right, well, here's my last pull. Let's see who I get. And Valen. Oberon and Valen, that's a pretty exciting way to start the morning. Well, anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know down below what you think about these new heroes, and if you have any luck with your polls. Hope you have a great day. See you next time.